Hi everyone, this is Jennifer Stevenson, District Library Media Specialist from Morrison Community Unit School District 6, and today we'll be looking at the basic features of the LibraryWorld database. This tutorial is intended for any new library aides or librarians to MCUSD 6 and is designed to show off basic features of the system with more detailed tutorials coming at a later time. So, we'll start with the home page. In order to showcase the most aspects of the system, we've logged into the administrator account. But when you log in with your own individual accounts, you will probably just see your library or libraries here rather than all of the libraries in the district. So for today's tutorial, we will be using the high school library. When you click on your library, you will see your main home page. You probably won't use this page very often, but it does have a direct link to the catalog, recently added titles to the catalog, announcements, the status of your library, and any links that you have entered. For our purposes today, we're going to be focusing on the links along the left. We're focusing on 4: catalog, patrons, circulation, and reports. So let's start with the catalog. If a student comes to you and asks if we have a specific book, or if you can search books on a specific subject for them, you would go to the catalog. So, when you get to the catalog, the student asks for the book #Murder Trending, which is a new book on all of the young adult reading lists. So you can type the title directly into the search bar and see if we have it. We do. So what pops up with a record is a picture, the title, the author, the call number, and how many we have and if they're in. So it's the student's lucky day. It's in, we have it, they can check it out. Now, if a student has a more general request, such as they need to find books on princesses, for instance, you can also just simply search princesses, and it will find all of the books that we have with princess in the title, princess in the subject or topic description. So, perhaps you need to ask some questions to narrow down their search field, but this is basically how the catalog works. You can also use the drop-down menu to search for specific titles, authors, subjects, even ISBN numbers or barcode numbers. Next, we'll be moving on to the Patrons tab. You would use this feature if you needed to add a new student or change a current student's information. Today we're going to add a new student. So, if a new student moves to the district, you would come to the Patrons tab, click on New Patron. For each patron's barcode, we start with 99 and then the last 2 numbers of their graduation year. So if the student is a senior, we would do 19. And then they would go in numerical order, and for this you just have to kind of guess. So if you know an approximate number of how many students are in the senior class, you can guess 90 as the last number, and this would hopefully get you a patron we will see at the end. Then you type their last name, first name, code is student, and then the only other thing that we enter is their email address. Then you would click Save, and it will let you know if the barcode is already assigned. You would go back and simply type a new barcode. The number 100 was not assigned, so our new patron, John Smith, has the student barcode number of 9919100. We will delete this patron that we just made. Next is the Circulation tab, which you will use most often in this system. This is for checking in and checking out books. So, for checking out a book, you would first make sure that you are on the Checkout tab. Then you would enter the patron's last name. So if we're entering mine, it would then show you the list of patrons that have that last name. You would choose your patron that you need, and then you would scan your book. When you click on patrons, it shows you what they have checked out, as well as anything in red is what they have overdue, along with due dates. So if a student comes and asks what they have checked out and when it is due, you can look them up in checkout to see and tell them that information. To check in books, you simply click on the check-in tab and then scan the barcode on each book, and they will pop up in a line right here. You can also renew books by doing the same thing. Just click renew and then scan the book's barcode. And lastly, we have the reports tab. There are all kinds of reports that you can print here, but we're going to focus today on just the 2 overdue reports. So, if you would like to see an overdue list by name of students, you would click on overdue list by name. Okay, for all records, which includes everything in the library, although it will probably be mostly books, and then it will run that report for you. It sends you the name of the student and their overdue list, and that way you can find and send them an email. The other report that you can run is email just overdues. I'm not going to do this because I don't need to email overdues to my current patrons, but if you click on this, it will send an email to every student who has an overdue book, as long as their email address is entered into their patron account, which is why when you enter patrons, you want to make sure that you enter their email address. Otherwise, you have to do them all separately. So, these are the basic features of LibraryWorld. If you have any questions, please email me, see me in person, and more detailed tutorials will be coming at a later date. Thanks!